Welcome to Noah's Frying Pan. Today we're going to be making chocolate mayonnaise cake. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started on this mayonnaise cake. First thing we're going to do is we are going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And now what we're going to do is we will take our butter and we're just going to grease our pan like you always, however you would. And you just grease the pan so. And then once we do that, we just fluff a little bit of flour in there. Just like that, and then we want to toss it back and forth until you coat all the sides well with flour. And that's how you grease and flour a pan. And now we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to sift our dry ingredients into a bowl. So first things first, it is 2 cups of flour. So just get that in there. And then we want to add 4 teaspoons of cocoa powder. Actually, no, tablespoons of cocoa powder. And half a teaspoon of salt. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. And then we'll throw in 1 cup of sugar. And then we'll just sift this into our bowl real quick. And now we'll just give this a quick stir together. There we go. And now we will add 1 cup of warm water. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Okay, and then we'll just throw in 1 cup of mayonnaise. I'm using Miracle Whip because didn't have mayonnaise on me. So we're just gonna scoop it into our bowl. You know, this cake is gonna be, I wonder how this cake is gonna taste with mayonnaise in it. And now, we will stir this together. And we'll use a whisk to stir it. Just get this well mixed together. My camera hates mayonnaise and is gagging at the smell. I'm going to try it later. And now we can move on to the next step. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to pour our mayonnaise chocolate cake batter into our 9x16 greased and floured pan. Just like that. You know, guys, I don't know how this is gonna taste. It's really has a very special smell to it. I don't know if I've ever had the smell of mayonnaise in a cake before. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that it smells like this. You know, it might taste really good by the end of it. Okay, and now we will bake this at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, to start our topping, we are going to put 1/2 cup of butter into our pan. This is also 1 stick of butter. So we will just start our burner and we'll get that melted. Okay, so now that our butter is melted, we will add 1/2 cup of milk. 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. And it's a lot, 2 cups of sugar into our pan. And give this a little stir here. And we want to bring this to a boil. This fudge topping is very similar to the one I made for Coca-Cola cake. Make sure you check out that video once you finish watching this one. I'll put it at the end. And let's just add a tiny bit more mayonnaise to the icing, just for fun. Just for fun. We'll give that a stir. Okay. Let's bring this to a boil. Okay, now that our fudge topping has reached a good boil and boiled for a few minutes, we're just gonna pour it onto our cake. Smells actually pretty good. Okay. We will let that cool for a little bit and then I will cut it and show you guys. Okay, so now let's take a piece of cake and we will try it and I will show it to you guys. pretty soft, feels pretty moist. Let's just take a piece, set it here. Okay, so let's give it a try. So here's what the inside looks like, guys. Nice. So I'm just gonna try a bite. It has a similar taste to the Coca-Cola cake I made, but I actually really like this. Let's give you a try, cameraman. What do you think? Cameraman thinks it's all right. Well guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the Coca-Cola cake video. I'll see you in the next one.
Mayonnaise on an escalator! It's going upstairs, so see